What's going on, Blood, Sweat, and Sale? Getting ready to do some shipping. Happy New Year's to you, Bartermania. Just got done finished recording the next video, what sold video, and figure I'd come on here and do some shipping with y'all. What's everybody else into today? Hope everybody had a great, happy New Year, 2021. Watching the Ohio State game. I don't watch too many sports other than if it's racing. I watch a little bit of basketball, of course, and then football, but these ain't been worth watching this year. Working on adjusting my screens here so I can have different pages opened up here while I'm chatting with y'all. I see one item I got going is Puerto Rico, and man, is it me or do you all always have issues with them entering their address into shipping? They always use the 35 character max. Blood, Sweat, Sale. You ever been to Chesney Motor Speedway in South Carolina? I have not. The only speedway I have been to in South Carolina is earlier this year. I went and visited, I went and took photos at Cherokee Speedway. I think it's Gaffney, South Carolina. I think that's where it's located. I was down there earlier this year. So let's get to shipping. 5 crazy of y'all here with me. If y'all watched the live, I think it was yesterday or something, I got this item for free. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of movies. It was like 40 or 50 of them for free. And I went through and I think I picked 3 or 4 of them out to list on eBay. The rest of them can go to the flea market. I'll show you 100 times. Last time we done a shipping video, I always take the 12 by 12 bubble wrap and I will caddy corner it like so. Place my movie in the middle. Fold, fold. And that's how I ship out all my multimedia there. And of course, you got to add the snazzy little sticker, right? That's the one that I'm sorry. You'll probably be there for the Lucas race, correct? It's not in the calendar for this season, but I'm not saying it's not going to be. I'll have to go back and look at the date and stuff. They have a series photographer. He's a great photographer as well. So I always shoot Lucas Oil stuff when they're close to home, but I don't normally travel a lot unless I'm requested to be there. But we'll see. Like I said, I'll check the date, and it also plays out if the track I'm going to gets rained out and stuff, then I'll always find another racetrack to go to. Why do you think having the bubble on the product is the best? Just gives it a little bit extra cushion. It's not going to add any weight. You might gain 0.1 or 2 ounces. Let's see. Let's see how much it weighs. Gives it that extra cushion, especially with how rough USPS is with stuff. And it shows that the customer, when they arrive at that get their product, that you took a little bit of extra caution with their product to make sure that it arrives safely. So on my scales, that piece of bubble wrap weighs 0.2 ounces. And this will go out medium mail, so it weighs 4.7 ounces. It's going to ship for $2.80. So to me, it just gives better customer service. Shows that the customer that you took the extra step to protect their product. That's just me. Like I said, everybody ships different. But that's just what I do. Bubble face should face out. The reason why I face in is it makes it easier to slide into the product. If the bubbles are out, it makes it very difficult to slide the product into the bubble mailer that's already got bubbles there. So these are already bubble mailers that I'm using. So if I take the bubbles and face them out, it makes it very difficult to slide in. So I take the bubbles and face them in. That way that they can slide right on in there. No issues at all. That's the reason why I do that. It's just a DVD. I'm sure the pressure that comes out of the little bubbles ain't going to be a whole lot to damage a DVD case. That's just my thoughts behind it. This one here is going to California. And I just write the zip code on the outside of the package. Next item's Case XX pocket knife. 6 4x4 box. I know you are. But there's some, I mean, I see a lot of very I ain't going to say crazy, but I see a lot of people comment on the bigger YouTube channels. Some crazy stuff. I'll say. Very interesting stuff. Sorry if that's loud. What's up, Lobster? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, I can hear him clinging. Thanks, buddy. Little taco rack. Got to protect that item, right? I forgot my sticker. I got some new stickers and business cards and such coming in. Thank you for supporting my small business. I know a lot of people, they do pre-recorded shipping. You know, like Cincinnati Picker and stuff. They don't go live very often. So I just want to do something do something a little different, I guess you could say, is I want to do my shipping. If I have a lot of items, I'll say I come on here and do it live. Because if y'all have any questions at that time, you know, you can ask them and you can try to answer them. I'm not saying my shipping's perfect, but definitely helps to understand. Give it a shake test. I normally do that before I tape it, but I knew it wasn't going nowhere. 3.8 ounces on that one. So that'll go under the 4-ounce rate. For $2.76. The buyer, I actually put 5 ounces in, and the buyer ended up paying $3.23 shipping. It's actually going to cost me $2.76 shipping. And no, I'm probably not going to do a refund of 50 cents back to them because that will cover my shipping supplies. Let me know if I'm in the wrong on that part. Should I send them a refund back of 50 cents? This one's going to South Carolina. Easily South Carolina. Get caught up on some comments here. Hey, Redbeard's Treasures. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Pretty good show, I guess you could say, this morning that we all had. That was fun. Over there on Junk Retro. J Blank Retro. I was team leader in packing for Home Shopping Network. We used to have to make the employees pack like that. Oh, you need a space like this? This is a 14 by 20 building, shed, I guess you could say, but it's 2 stories, which you probably heard me talk about earlier this morning. Upstairs is all my shipping supplies. All my priority USPS boxes and shipping supplies is on that end of the building. Everything I purchase is on this end of the building, like my bubble wrap, foam, and all that stuff. That's how I got it up there. Do you print out a item list when you're in bulk shipping section? I do not. Basically, I pull up the bulk shipping section over here, and when I'm doing pre-recorded videos, my what sold videos, I just look through it and I walk back and forth and pull from it. But no, I do not print out. The only thing I print out in bulk is my shipping labels at the end of the day when I'm done with shipping. So, looks like you all said I was spot on with the 50-cent comment. And for me, I do calculated shipping. Let me go over here with the camera. I do calculated shipping on my products. I know there's several channels that doesn't recommend you to do calculated shipping, but I do calculated shipping. But with my calculated shipping, I offer my customers the discount that I receive. So if I get charged, just like that last package was $2.76. If I would have went in there on my shipping and charged the customer a 4-ounce rate, I would have all they would have to pay is $2.76. They wouldn't have to pay the first class package weight that would be normally not charged if you offered the customer the discount. I think that's one of the another one of the big secrets or big tips that I can offer is by doing that, because whenever I did that, my sales started increasing more and more and more, is because my shipping was cheaper on the items versus the other eBay sellers that was offering the same item, because they was not offering the discount, but I am. And when it does come to the shipping part of it, and on the 50 cents, blah blah blah, if it's going to be like, let's say my item weighs 8 ounces, and I know it's going to weigh 8 ounces, I'm going to charge the 9-ounce shipping rate. It's not going to be that much more, but in cents, it's still going to be cheaper than the person that's not offering the shipping discount. That's just me. Easily, South Carolina is 2 towns away. $3.99 flat. See, I really don't like to do flat rate shipping. Just for instance, my next package that's going to be going is at Puerto Rico, and it looks like it's going to cost me, and I offered free shipping, and it's going to fluctuate because the weight. Right now it's showing $13.09 to go to Puerto Rico. But everybody ships different. That's what I love about, just like photography. Everybody takes pictures a different way, and everybody, same as selling, they ship a different way as well. So next up is some of these Home Pro hair clippers, 24-piece hair clippers, brand new. The only issue with them is they might have I don't know if y'all can see it, there's a crease right there in the box. Just the cardboard has got damaged, but all the products are brand new. I ship these out in a 10 by 8 by 3 box. And I am probably one of those over tapers where I use too much tape. But again, with how the postal service is these days, it's insane. Perfect fit. Thank you card. And I did buy these with my last quarter coupon. And if you haven't already, the new coupon codes are available if you have a store. I just used mine a while ago, and I got some boxes and the record label boxes. That's what I used my coupon on. £2 rate. Oh, just sold something else on eBay. 2-pound rate to Puerto Rico is $10.22. Star City Picker, I have the option to not ship to Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and Alaska turned on. You know, I sell a lot of items to Puerto Rico, and I've yet, knock on wood, I have not had no issues with Puerto Rico. All my items has got there in a timely fashion, and I've only sold one item to Hawaii, and that was in the last What Sold video, and I've never shipped nothing to Alaska yet, but I've shipped several items to Puerto Rico, and I haven't had no issues with it, which, you know, of course, I charge shipping, so they pay it anyway, besides that item. But what can we do, right? And just like, I know a lot of people use this as a pirate ship, international shipping, and saves money that way for their customers, but I use the global shipping program, and I feel more comfortable using the global shipping program. Yeah, I probably don't get as many sales as the rest of everybody else that sells international, but I do have that protection that if I do get scammed on an item or something doesn't arrive or arrives damaged, eBay takes and gives the customer their refund. It doesn't come out of my pocket, so I'm not losing money. So I use the GSP program for that specific reason. And I know it's an expensive program for the customer because they pay for the shipping from here to Kentucky, which I am in Kentucky. So it doesn't cost as much as other folks to use the, you know, for that shipping. And, but they pay for the shipping from Kentucky to their location. And I like the factor of having the protection that eBay's protecting me on that particular item, and they refund out of their pocket, not mine. So that's the reason why I use that program. I totally understand. Totally understand. There's enough headaches anyway, so. Anybody do anything special this holiday? Or I think I've seen a fluctuation in eBay sales already from the stimulus checks. I seriously do, because what you see here that I'm packing up is about, including shipping, you know, when you look at your bulk shipping price up there, it was $441. And this was yesterday, and today's sales was $441 in shipping. So, I mean, in sales. So I seriously think that the stimulus checks is already, where they're rolling out, is already, I'm seeing money from it. Could be wrong. Could be spending gift cards that they got for Christmas and so on. But I've sold, since I've came live, I've sold 2 items. And those 2 items was about another $75. So y'all have goals for this new year? I know I shared some of my goals on a show this morning, what I want to do. And that is to increase my listed items, list more things over $20. That was my goal. This one here is going to Illinois. And I know I probably shouldn't have to weigh it because they're all the same. I package them all the same. So it's 2-pound bracket. Exactly the same. $7.88. Let's go through some of these comments here. Star City Picker uses GSP program. 4 years. What's up, Jason? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Today has been a slow for me. Last week was good or average. Redbeard Treasures. I didn't do anything too special for the holidays. I had a good bump in sales today, and I believe it's because I ended all the listings in my store and did sell similar. I've been working on that, doing that myself. I took advantage of it before, was it 3 a.m. this morning? I was going through, and all my listings that didn't have watchers or any kind of activity, I went in there and ended them, and I sell similar. I went in there and made some revisions to the titles and descriptions, and if needed, I would, adjust the prices and stuff. So I did that before that so I can take advantage of all them free listings, because I noticed today that they, on my end, that they took away all the extra free listings and stuff that they was offering. I'm going through my entire store now and going to start retaking pictures and editing titles. That's a good thing to do. I mean, especially clothing, something I learned, clothing. For me, I don't take a picture of all the shirt as my main thumbnail title. I'll come in and I'll just take a picture. Let's say this Kentucky Wildcats front. That's going to be my main picture. My main photo that you see when you scroll through is the Kentucky, because for me, that makes them want to click on it and see more of that product, see what that shirt actually looks like and stuff. So that's what I do on my clothing. But it never hurts to refresh your listings. That's for sure. Lobster says, my goal is to make 100,000 over all my platforms and outlets. You can do this, Lobster. You got it, man. 100,000. What platforms do you sell on, Lobster? Me personally, I only sell on eBay only. I don't do no cross listing. I don't do nothing. And I'm satisfied with my sales on eBay for what I do. It completely makes me happy. I just don't want to cross list because I will end up making a mistake one day and sell a pair of shoes on Poshmark and end up forgetting to delist them off of eBay, and they will sell on eBay. Then I'll have to cancel the order and I'll get a mark. That's the reason why I don't. Hold on, I got a phone call. Sorry about that. The wife, she got off work. She's just checking in to see if I needed anything before she came home. Lobster says, eBay, Amazon, Macari, offer up, and swap meets. Dude, you are absolutely hustling. You are a hustler, man. And you don't cross list. Absolutely a hustler. 9 people here. Kudos. Let's get to shipping some more. I'm going to be a box short. I'm going to have to go upstairs and get a box. I'm just glad that the USPS rates came back down to where it's not insane prices. for the. I think they should. If you want my honest opinion, I think they should have just personally reduced the rates back down before Christmas hit. With all the aggravation that us as sellers had to go through, I think they should have had to reduce the rates down before Christmas because the packages wasn't getting delivered and wasn't getting what they paid for anyway. So that's just my 2 cents in it. Hey, Redbeard Treasures, did you work on your GoPro Hero 8? I know you asked that question if you could use that for a webcam. Did you do your, did you look it up and stuff? Because I know you can, but there's something with the HDMI or something, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But get that thing figured out. Going back towards the end of January 2021. All right, if y'all haven't subbed to Bartermania, Travis, he's located down in Texas. He's only 4 subs away from having a 500, and he's going to be doing a giveaway. So if you haven't subbed to Bartermania, jump over there on his page and look him up and give him a sub. He's only 4 away from 500. That's awesome. This one here is going to Illinois. This year was a complete disaster with USPS and can't even get a real answer about lost packages. Just the D-word COVID email. Yep, I agree. I just downloaded the app and I'm working on it now trying to get it going. I am assuming it will let me use the mic on the GoPro itself. Yes, it will. You can use the GoPro. You can use that itself, or if your computer has an internal speaker, you can use that as a mic as well. For me, my first live I went on, I used the internal speaker. Then I went back and watched the video, and I didn't like the quality of the internal speaker. So now I use my wife's AirPods. That's what I use now. And to me, it seems like it's helped out a lot on that feedback. Did my Mohawk for 500 subs today. Good deal. Hopefully eventually I'll make it there. I think I'm at 185 subs right now. Is where I'm at. I would love to make it to 1,000 this time next year, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of hard work trying to get those subs and get attention. But I don't know if it's my content that I'm providing, if I'm just not watchable, or what's going on there. But I don't know. I feel like my videos are really good, but I think it's just I'm not very watchable, I guess it is, you could say. Just sold another one of those clippers. You can see right there, I sold a Case XX knife stand. And then I sold a Corral Draw Program X6. Paid $3 for it. Sales are still rolling in. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some boxes. Won't take me very long. There we go. We got him. I'm not shaving the beard for 500 subs. Just saying. I'll tell you what, if I can get 500 subs, I'll shave this little beard. I always grow one in the wintertime, and when spring hits, about March or April, it comes off. Took me 5 years, brother. Hard work is the wrong 4-letter word for it. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, I don't know. I think my problem is I get discouraged because I see some people's videos and they're not very good at editing stuff, but yet they have a couple thousand subscribers. And I spend a lot of time and try to provide good content. And yesterday, I think was one of my better sub days. I picked up 10 subscribers, and that was because I got on Jackass Retro channel this morning after Tommy and Tracy got off, and I joined him in a live, and people started subbing, and I picked up 10 subs that way. It takes time. Lots of work, and you're absolutely right. So, on these straps here, you can use a razor blade and cut them, but I always take the band and turn them inside out and just pull. It's that simple. I am going to try something here. Yeah, I'm on linear lens. That's the thing about GoPro. You have 3 different options to show your view. Like this is wide lens. Check this out. Boom. Gives it the fisheye look. Then you have narrow lens. It brings everything in like super close. But I've been using that linear lens. I like the linear lens. Anybody got any questions you would like to ask or anything? But I know for my goals in 2021, like I mentioned, I want to increase my item cost, the value I list. I want to try to list everything $20 or higher. And then, but I am going to focus a lot more on my YouTube this season. I would love to try to get monetized. So I'm going to work really, 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 really hard to accomplish that. Because there's other YouTubers that can do it in 3 and 4 months and get monetized. I mean, why can't I? Do you all know if the post office is open in the morning? Or are they open or they closed and open back up Monday? Oh, there's no doubt about it. I expect it. I think I noticed that there was like a blue glass cat. I think she'll stick around. I think Darlene's her name. I think she was a subscriber. And then there was 2 or 3 others that I recognize the names because I see them in other chats. But I think those will stick around. So 10, I might be able to keep 3 or 4 of them. This one here is going to New York. 2, 4, and 5. Yeah, I was thinking that the post office will be open in the morning. I only live like 5 minutes from the post office. I always take my packages because I don't want to put the pressure on my mail carrier because she has a really small car. Anyways, we live in a little small town, so they don't have the fancy USPS buses and mail carriers. They use their personal vehicles. So she has her own little personal car. And it's raining. Just started raining here. So it's just I just take them to the post office and drop them off. Yeah, I think my post office closes like 11. Appreciate you, Star City. New Year's Day, Friday, January 1st, is a postal holiday. Post office locations are closed. New Year's Day, all post office locations will open and resume regular mail delivery on Saturday, January the 2nd. Thanks, Lobster. Appreciate you, buddy. I tell you what surprises me, has surprised me here lately, is NASCAR. I know there's a lot of negative against NASCAR, and the sales have been like plummeted and stuff. But over the last 3 or 4 months, it amazes me about how much older NASCAR cars I've sold. It's just like it's on a comeback or something. I'm not sure. It's about like sports cards. You used to be able to go to Walmart and see trading cards. Boxes sitting on the shelves forever. Now you can't even think about buying one because of all the new collectors. If anybody wants to join me live here on right now, I can send a link. If anybody wants to come live with me, I don't care. Just let me know. Jimmy Johnson stuff has been selling for me, but I have not tried much else. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson stuff, because I think this was his year he retired, supposedly, and now he's going to IndyCar. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson stuff where he's a 7-time champ, he's always, that stuff's always going to sell. He had a big fan base and stuff. But if you watch a couple of videos from me ago, I sold a Chase Elliott trading card. It was a booklet. It had a couple of his patches, Chevrolet and Napa in it. I sold that sucker for $400. I was totally stoked. Would be all right. Usually can find NASCAR stuff our area for sure. Yeah, you can find NASCAR stuff forever. That blue tote, I know you can't see it because of the ladder. You can see it through the ladder right there. That's got a bunch of NASCAR stuff. And some of the items I'm shipping today is a lot. I grouped up a lot of Dale Jarrett, older cars, Winter Circle and Action. I grouped them up and they sold. But if anybody wants to jump on with me, just let me know. I don't care a bit. Star City says, I'm 30 minutes from Martinsville. I was in Martinsville last October. I took pictures there of the NASCAR race last October, not this past October. Well, in 2019, I was there at Martinsville. I've done as at Martinsville Speedway. I done photography there for that race. Local auction here in Flemingsburg has NASCAR stuff pretty regularly. There is an auction house over there in Flemingsburg. I see it there. It's there on the highway there. It's off to the right if you're going towards Flemingsburg before you get to the Shell station. Is it something Marshall? I could be totally wrong. I've never been to it. I know he does some online auction stuff, and he's pretty big in auction. I actually have an auction house about 2 miles from where I live here, but they do a lot of antique furniture and just antique jars and collectibles. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff, so I stay away from it. But I go up there because they got really good food. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got this stomach for nothing. I used to see NASCAR stuff all the time when I lived in Kentucky. Yeah, NASCAR is a big sport here in Kentucky. You'll see it in Kentucky. You see a lot of NASCAR and you see a lot of UK basketball. That's the only two things you see in Kentucky. And trust me, UK basketball is not worth watching this year. We were going every year, both races, but we stopped about 2017. I went to the race in 2018 at Martinsville Speedway as a fan. Me and my wife went there. It was one of them spare moments, it was like Thursday of that week. I was like, hey, you want to go to a NASCAR race? Let's go to Martinsville, because I'm a short track fanatic. I love short track races. And so we went. She goes, I don't care. Let's go. So we took off. We left out that Sunday morning and drove straight to Martinsville, had a blast. And just to think I was there in 2018 as a fan, and then turn right around in 2019, I was within feet of the drivers and standing on the racetrack taking photography. That's how fast life can change. I mean, I had a blast. When you work hard for something, it will come around and you can achieve it. I'll say that much. When you work hard for something, it'll come to you. And just like how I feel about my YouTube, if I work hard at it, I'll eventually get monetized. Here I am at Martinsville in 2019 taking pictures. This is me just once I got into the middle of the track, I took a picture. There's another picture of me by the haulers. There's Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick. This is pictures I took. Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott. There I am again standing by the fence right before the race starts. I'm outside. This is outside turn 4. I mean, like I said, I'm up close and personal with the drivers. He's within like probably 5 feet. He just got the pole setter award, so he's doing his interviews. I'm like within 5 or 6 feet from him. There's some pit shots of Kyle Busch. He's walking straight towards me, and he will not move out of the way. You have to move out of his way, so I was doing some shots of him. There he is getting ready to get in, putting his headphones in his ears. Love that car. Awesome paint scheme. Love how that picture turned out. He's congratulating him on the win of the Truck Series race, because the Truck Series was there at the same time. I had a great time. Here's my victory lane shot when Martin Truex won. He done a burnout. There's my photos right. That's my photo right there. He was coming down the straightaway and he just lit in on it, and I took pictures, and that's the picture I captured right there. There's my confetti winning shot right there. I know some of y'all mentioned football earlier, and I have done some. I took some photos at the Indianapolis Colts and Miami Dolphins football game last year. Well, in 2019. I've done some UK women's basketball as well. Here I am standing on the field at the Indianapolis Colts. You can see you got to have that vest to be able to take pictures. That's my boy, me sleeping. There's my pass to get in. You can see right there, Michael Boggs, East Kentucky Media. Here's some pictures from the, well, about dropped the phone there. Here's some pictures from that game. I like that one because the quarterback is throwing the ball. If you can see close enough, there's the ball right there at my fingertip, and that's the receiver getting ready to catch it. So, yeah, I've had fun. Kevin Bowling on 32. That's the name? Yes, that's it. Stick to your own ideas and business. Lots of people on YouTube think that their way is the only way. You're absolutely right. Hell yeah, great picks. Thanks, Star City Picker. Appreciate your red beards. My neighbor does dirt track racing. What's his name, Jason? I bet you he probably races Mud Lick if I was to guess. Let me get some more items to ship. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Glenn and Roger Rourke. Yeah, I know who they are. They live in behind the courthouse there, downtown Flemingsburg. I was just in Flemingsburg. There's a winery. When you go past Glenn and Roger's house, you take that road all the way to the end. It comes around, make a right. There's a winery on your right there. That's where I was at a couple weeks ago whenever I done the Mud Lick pictures for their awards banquet. Echo Winery, is that right? Echo Winery. Jackass Retro, let's go! Let's go, baby! What's up? Thanks for having me this morning, Matt. I appreciate you. I had a blast. Ah. I live 2 houses down from them. So I passed your house a couple weeks ago and I didn't even know it, Jason. 7 3 3 0 5 3 4. This one's going to Dawsonville, Georgia. Moving slow today, but I got a ship. Crazy sales day. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Insane sales day. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. We'll do it again, hopefully, in the future. It was fun. That video has over 1,300 views somehow. That's awesome. Hopefully, we both pick up some subs. I agree. Because it was live for 14 hours. It did not close down correct. It was being pushed as live still at 4 p.m. Oh, wow. Hey, I guess that's, if you want to get noticed, that's the way to do it, right? Cedar Park, Texas is where this one's going. Texas. I think that's where Tracy is from. Somewhere in Texas. Doo-doo-doo. 4 ounces. Going out medium mail. That beer shotgun from the top of the car was epic. Yeah, that was pretty epic. At Anafisa did, getting on top of that truck at 4 o'clock this morning, shotgunning that beer. It didn't take long for it to kick in. She was wasted. Yeah, she posted a video. I think it was today. I watched it earlier. It was a good video. What's up, Sal's Mercado? Thanks for tuning in, brother. I want to order one of those custom guns sometime. I want to get the Mario because my oldest son Harley, he loves Mario. So if I get one of those tape guns, it's Mario. He'll probably flip out and go crazy. If y'all watched the video of my thrifting video, y'all seen this. I picked these up at the first Goodwill that I hit, and they already sold. I paid $1.99 for those Sony tapes at Goodwill. Paid $1.99 for these, and they sold for $37. So, since they're pretty valuable, $37 sale, I'm going to throw them in a box. I was too. I almost never drink, so my tolerance is 0. I drink, like I said this morning, I don't drink a whole lot, but when I do drink, it's moonshine. How's it going? What's up, Anafisa? Was your ears burning? We was just talking about you. Her husband built her a big shed in like 3. I'm telling you, he's a beast. He is an absolute beast. I'm sure when they build a house, it'll be done in a week. The guy don't stop. Drank way too much wine yesterday. Did you crush that bottle? Is that what you destroyed, that bottle of wine? It's usually like moonshine. Once you start drinking and it tastes so good, you can't stop until it bites you in the butt. And these are going to Louisiana. Maurice, Louisiana. And again, I ship these in a box because they're same price. They're going to be in the same weight bracket, so gives it some extra protection. $16. No, I'm packaging up 16 sales right now, but I've had three or four sales come in since I went live. So yeah, I'm doing a 16 package order right now. Let's make it happen. Let me know when you would like me to start on it. Will do. I'll give you an IG. I'll send you a message on IG and get you started on that. Forgot what I was pulling. Nice little taco wrap right there. I gotta go upstairs and grab some boxes. I'll be right back. Again, if you haven't got your shipping eBay shipping coupon, it is available on eBay to get your free shipping supplies. I've already used mine. I got some record label boxes and I got some other boxes. Got him. I'm going to be shipping this knife display stand in a 4x4x4 box. I love the 4x6x8 boxes. They're my go-to favorite boxes. I bet you I got 500 of them upstairs. I use them for everything. You are very organized. I cannot wait to transform my space. Thanks, Anafisa. I try to be. Like I said, the biggest thing I like about it is I added that upstairs. It decluttered. I couldn't imagine all the boxes and shipping supplies I have upstairs. I couldn't imagine having it down here because I would have to have them underneath that over there, and even on the second level. It would just be so cluttery. I couldn't do it. I would just have to go crazy, I guess. But hi, Miss Jennifer Hayes. How are you, hon? Thanks for tuning in. Mm-hmm. I'm going through here making some moderators real quick. There we go. Happy New Year's to you, Deep Fried Deals. Thanks for tuning in. They made me a mod last night. It was hard on me. Yeah, it's a tough job, especially if you got a lot of trolls. I try to stay in the 6 4x4 area as much as I can, but I've been known to dabble in the occasional 8 6x4 and even 12 6x6 from time to time. I have the 6x4x4s as well. I like the 4x4x4s, 6 4x4s, and the 8 6x4s is my go-to boxes. I love that box. You can ship about, it's very universal. I ship hats and everything in that 8 6x4. Love that box. But thanks everybody for that's just tuning in. We're up to 12. We're about to set my new record. I think 15 is my record of right now that I've had in here at one time. So thanks everybody. This package here is going to Beaumont, Texas. What's going on? Baylor's Diecast Reviews. Thanks for tuning in. 6 4x4x4, 6 8x4, 10 8x6 are my go-to boxes. Yeah, like I said, 6 4x4, 8 6x4. I like the 10 8x3s, and then the number 7 USPS boxes. I love those boxes. There's a retail arbitrage, a DeWalt vest. Picked that up as a retail arbitrage for like $2. And it was a 5X. That's a big old shirt, isn't it? That's one of them items that you like. It's your field of sales on a 5X shirt is pretty slim. So yeah, there's a hot. $12 ounces. It's going to Colorado. Woodland Park, Colorado. This sales day's been like all over the board. Normally I get all my sales from Florida, Texas, New York, and California. That's my 4 go-to states. But these orders are going everywhere. I haven't used the 10 8x3s, but I should probably check into them because I am consistently resizing them. Yes, I love the 10 8x3s because I knew I bought those wall clippers and it was just an absolute perfect fit. No box resize or nothing. Just throw it in there and tape it up. Saves me a bunch of time. Then I use them for a bunch of die cast as well. Yeah, it's a big old boy. If anybody wants to join me, let me know. I'll send you an invite or send you the link. Y'all can join right in with me if you want. Anafisa, you want to join? Video game stuff selling. Nice little taco package. Surely not. Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that next year, Anafisa? Are you going to do the same exact thing? Or are you glad to get that out of your system? Yeah. Come on in. My neighbor's going to join in on me here. 9.7. 10-ounce shipping rate. Sounds good, Jack. Jackass, holler at me. Drop a link. There you go. You gotta have it. You gotta have that tradition. See if that'll work for you. Don't know why I ripped a piece of tape off there. 48906. There's Matt.
What's up?
What's going on, buddy?
I am not ready for prime time. I'm gonna be glitchy, I'm pretty sure, but whatever.
I think you're a lot better tonight than you was last night or this morning.
Well, that's good because it was pretty glitchy.
Yeah, you're like 100% better right now than you was this morning.
I think it's probably because I'm much closer to my internet. Even though I was hardwired last night, it's shorter run, maybe. I don't know. I was in telecom for a really long time. I couldn't tell you the first thing about IT infrastructure.
Yeah. I'm not an expert in it either.
All right, what do we got going on here? Okay, my screen looks like a big glow, so nobody knows who I'm selling to.
The random guy here in the back, that's my neighbor, Anafisa. James, he was in my last video. He went thrifting with me. He's firing up a YouTube channel, but it's not reselling related. It's more of an adventure video. He's going to be starting on building a 3-wheel trike with a moped motor, and he's going to take you through the episodes and the projects of building it from beginning to finish. So he's getting ready to fire up his YouTube channel. It's called Can Man's Adventures. Redbeard says hi, James.
Howdy. So I have like 1, 2. This isn't all of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's got 2 more I have to grab, but postcards going out today.
Oh wow!
The LaSalle Building, Chicago. This is 1910. Earlier postcards, for anyone not familiar, had no division for the address on the back. So up until about 1908, 09, 10, undivided back postcards. This one's really cool. It's a World War II patriotic hoisting the V for victory.
Oh, that is awesome.
Linen postcard. None of these are super expensive. They're all, I think the highest price of these is $8.95, but it adds up.
Now, is that free shipping or?
Yeah, I do. Well, so I do free shipping on anything that if I do it without a make offer option, it will be free shipping. Like if my price is firm, but if I put make offer, it's always paid shipping, and it's $3.50 flat for me. And every card after that ships free, international or domestic. So you buy one card, you pay shipping on one card with me. Every other card in that order will ship for free. So with no limit. You can, if you buy 200 more cards, because for me, like if I can get a bulk, the more I can increase the size of the order, it's worth it. So this is a linen postcard of the Free Library in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. Just, somebody might buy this just because they are collecting all the libraries in America, or maybe they work there. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely.
San Francisco Bridge from Marin, California. That's another linen one. San Francisco Bridge postcards are like basically printing money. $7.95 free ship. Ski lift. This is a newer one, obviously. Probably in the 60s. This is Whitehall, Montana. And then This is picking. What are they picking? Picking potatoes in Aroostook, Maine.
Those are awesome. You know, I be honest with you, since I've joined this YouTube community family, I never realized how good or how popular postcards sell.
They, you know, it took me a while to like get to the point of understanding what to look for, what's going to sell. But I comp every single card that I take possession of. I always look up location. A lot of if there's exact matches and there's like 10 of them out there, and you know if they sell through, I'm going to list it. If they don't, I'm not. Like
Yeah.
And
now,
yeah.
Since you sell postcards a lot and you have a background and you have a history, for people like me, and there might be a few other people in here with us, what do you look for the most when it comes to, is it landscapes or buildings or what?
I mean, real photo are the best with interesting content. But in general, like, I mean, there's so many, it's like any collectible genre, right? You have the postcards, the big postcards, the big P, but then within that you have so many different like sub levels of collectors. It's like music, like record collectors, right? You might have somebody who collects only punk rock or classic rock or hip hop, right? You might have audiophile collectors who are looking for like super high end, high audio quality stuff. You might have country music people. Like, it just depends on people's tastes. That there's so many different niches and sub niches that you can be selling to and appeal to, with huge amounts of crossover. So, generally speaking, though, like, real photo postcards are the best, and the more unique your content on that card, and the more specific of the identifiable content on that card is going to be the most valuable.
Okay.
So, like, a portrait of a person in a studio, right, is going to have a lot more value if it is, has a name written on the back, and the name of that person, because people like to buy that and like find out the history of this person and all this stuff and do the genealogy and things like that. Or they might have the same last name as this person.
Now, when it comes to postcards, how does the postcard sell that's got the stamp and maybe an address or something wrote on it?
Doesn't matter whatsoever.
Okay.
People are only interested on the front of the card for like almost always.
Okay.
I'd say like 98% of the time, whether it's posted or not posted, doesn't matter, because people aren't collecting it for the back usually. The stamp is almost never going to be worth anything. So
okay, that's something else I don't know nothing about is stamps. And I know stamp collecting is pretty popular.
Yeah, you and me both. I know not the first thing about stamps.
As you see down below right here, this is Can Man Adventures YouTube link. If y'all want to click on it and go subscribe to his channel. I think he's just got his first. He just published his first video a few days ago describing what he's going to be doing. And
is that your neighbor?
Yeah, it's my neighbor James. He's building a trike motorcycle or 3-wheel machine. He's taking is it a moped?
Moped.
He's taking a moped motor and taking it off of his moped, and he's going to incorporate that onto a trike back. It's like 26 horsepower. It's going to be massive. But he's going to take you all along on the adventures on building that trike machine. So it's going to be pretty cool. He'll get started on it here in the next few weeks and stuff. So, and I see there's several people here that Anafisa up over in Alaska. She was your second subscriber, and I was the very first subscriber. So, and then Miss Jennifer Hayes was the third subscriber, and Redbeard Treasures was the fourth.
I'm getting in there.
All right, there you go. And then Far North, there's the channel link for Anafisa, Far North Thrift. She's up there in Alaska. If y'all haven't subbed to her, give her page a little love right there. Press that subscribe button for her. She wouldn't mind a bit. Star City Picker, I think the links that you sent this morning was Old School Picker, and there was another link, and I did subscribe to both of those channels. Yes, I did. Is the audio very good on my end? I took my ear pods out so my neighbor can hear what's going on the screen here.
Sounds fine over here.
Okay. Right there. There's the link for Miss Jennifer Hayes. She always does a phenomenal job on pushing people's channels out. Right there is Redbeard Treasures channel link. If you have not subscribed to them, go over and caress that subscribe button for them. Smash it. Do whatever it takes. Give them some love. I do not know good clothing sellers to just suggest, Anafisa. I wanted to give you two also. I don't know. There's a few clothing resellers. There's one, Nicole State. I don't know nothing about her that much. I know she's a Poshmark seller. She doesn't do a whole lot, but maybe you can pick up something from her. It's called Nicole State. I know she's pretty popular in the clothing industry and shoes. Right there's Jackass Retro's channel link. Click it. Give him some loving. Smash that subscribe button.
So here's kind of what I like about them. I just run postcards through a duplex scanner. This is like 3 days of listing for me.
Oh, wow.
Right. And that's not all I listed. So it's super fast to list, which is, I went from, almost zero at the beginning of this year to close to four. I haven't looked recently. It's probably around 4,000 listings for postcards. But I mean, I talked about the courthouses last night. That guy, we saw his parents' car when the bots called me a liar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's, one in Cumming, Georgia with Cumming, Georgia misspelled. Why? Don't know.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so this one's, French soldier, World War I era, unnamed, but pretty classic image. And a lot of this stuff like interiors of hotels, or this one's kind of cool. This is the arena in St. Louis. I mean, it's, the cool thing is, they made postcards for so long. This was the way that people communicated with each other, right? This was the equivalent of like sending a text back then. I have to pull a couple out of this pile. I have a number of these. These are kind of cool. These are they're real photos, but they're studio produced.
Oh, that is awesome.
Pretty common thing where it'd be like 2 images and one person is dreaming of the other person. And it's a really common theme in postcards, but that one's got the obviously military theme, World War I era. That one's made in France.
I'm getting ready to ship these. This is a pair of Thorgood children's boots that I picked up as a retail arbitrage at a closeout store. They're brand new, never used slip-on boots. I picked these up for $16. Thorgood boots is a union-made boot here in the United States, if anybody didn't know, and they're very popular. This is a child size 4.5. These sold for $59.95. I paid $16 for them, and the buyer did pay shipping on top. I think they was all out around $75 on those pair of boots. So if I had I don't believe I have a box that is appropriate size to ship these in. Because they're 12 and a half inches this up and down, 13.25 inches thick, and then we got a hair over 4 inches. So in order to not Frankenbox and do spend a lot of time on it, what I'm going to do is use this black shrink wrap because the box is already sturdy for the product and everything. I'm just going to protect it by this black shrink wrap.
So here's a good one in terms of like stuff that's good to look for. This is a courthouse in Idaho, in Valley County, Idaho, but it's got that car parked out front, street view. It's a snow scene, so all of the stuff in there somebody might be looking for. I don't know the model of that car, but I bet somebody in here probably does. But putting that in the subject keyword, especially old cars from the 50s, 60s, and before. People always like to see that. So, and that's like a super clear view of that car sitting right in front of the courthouse.
That's awesome. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I about made a mistake in that shipping. The boots themselves wasn't protected by any kind of wrapping paper or anything, so I'm going to do that now. I just grabbed some packaging paper, then I'll flip that. So when the customer gets it, it's a nice, well-packaged item. I about messed that up.
Here's one of my reseller packing hacks. You might want to use that when you're done. Check this out when you're done. It's my tissue paper Kleenex box. You can do it with a shoe box, the USPS shoe box if you got a used one, or just a regular shoe box. But it works just like the actual Kleenex box. So you just yank one out and shove it in whenever you need that tissue paper.
Yeah.
And I got this sexy pink tissue paper that people really love when I use it when I'm shipping out pocket knives and belt buckles. Real manly stuff. All right.
You need more of this? No. Back upstairs? Yeah.
This is how I ship them. Postcards. They go in between little sandwich of cardboard. I use 45 RPM record sleeves. They fit in there perfectly. Go in with my thank you / business card. I need to make some stickers real quick for closing this up.
Okay. Well, let me try. There ain't too many comments to get caught up on. But thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed it and have been enjoying it. Learned something. Helps me pass time by doing shipping because who really likes doing shipping, right? already sold one movie. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that black shrink wrap will save you a lot of headaches when you're trying to ship a box and it's already a good box. That black shrink wrap will work out great. Thanks, Anafisa, for tuning in. Catch you next time.
And all that, what you got shipped out?
Yeah, I'll get that.
Oh,
Nine of y'all still sticking around? Y'all hardcore shippers. Only reason why I came live is on my who I'm subscribed to. I didn't have very many people live, so I was like, well, why not? No better way to kill the New Year's Day than coming live, hanging out with all my YouTube friends.
I've been enjoying doing the lives.
They are fun. They are fun.
I mean, you know,
it's a great way to interact with people that you'll never meet in real life, you know?
I agree with that. And, you know, I live and work by, you know, more or less by myself otherwise. So.
And you're in Washington, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll never probably ever be out in Washington. So I would never cross paths with you other than YouTube here.
Yeah, I mean, it's and I, you know, I'm in Washington, but I'm also like in a relatively smallish town on a peninsula. Like, you know, I lived in Seattle for most of my life. I only moved here about 2 years ago, and I love it. But you know, most of my friends are an hour plus ferry ride away. And as fun as it is to go see them, can't really do it right now. So
yeah,
I'm the eBay hermit on the peninsula, living on the Joint Peninsula.
Now, since you like selling postcards, and I know you mentioned stuff earlier, where do you source from?
I mean, so very early on, and I talked about, I think last night a little bit, C2 bid, carry transitions auction, at risk of getting it too far out there, is one of my favorites. But I do pretty much all online this year for the most part. I've done a lot on Facebook Marketplace, Max Sold, High Bid, Goodwill. Shop Goodwill has been really good to me. I have to admit.
Now, are they shipping the product into you, or are you going to pick it up at your nearest Goodwill?
I'm paying for shipping, but I'm doing it on stuff where I know I'll be fine. Like, Or at least I have the best chance of being fine. Because you never know 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But only I'd say like 98% of the time, it's worked out just fine. There we go.
As I got the comment up there, Lobsters starts the show at 10 p.m., which I think he is in a different time zone. So I'm not sure if that's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 p.m. his time.
He wears a Michigan hat, but he's in California now.
I believe he is in California. Have you watched him?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
he's hilarious, dude. I like his show.
Oh, absolutely. The first time I watched him live was from Tommy and Tracy's show. But they was finishing up and they was trying to find, about like last night, they was trying to find somebody to take over the rings.
Yeah.
So Lobster jumped on there and I never heard of him. So I clicked his link and the first thing I seen was he was in this very narrow room.
Yeah.
With mountains and mountains of product all around him. And I'm sitting there like, when is this stuff going to collapse on top of him?
It's hilarious. Yeah. The if you go back and you look at some of my early videos, my house got to that point for a period, like a month or 2 months into lockdown. I actually did a video where my death pile tried to eat me. Like literally like assimilate me like the Borg in Star Trek. But yeah, I could relate. So here's the final product of what goes out to my customer. It's a sandwich for the cardboard in between just 2 pieces of cardboard. I give them a little thank you card. I just print out on my label maker some little clever sticker thing. So I had like Will Ferrell from Elf going out over the holidays. This is just a stamp box from a postcard. Regular old cardboard mailer. It's always pouring at the reverse. And then if it's a more expensive card, I'll put that in a bubble. Except I just forgot which postcard I packed up.
That happens.
Crap.
I believe I can get these in a flat rate bubble mailer instead of a box. Is that what y'all would ship these shoes in? Is a flat rate bubble mailer?
If they're loose, yeah.
Or would you ship them in a box?
If they're loose, hey man, those things are made to be put on your feet and worn thousands and thousands of miles of walking distance. They're going to survive inside a bubble mailer cross country. And I've never had an issue. Star Sneak Picker. San Diego is where.
Yeah. San Diego is where he's at. Star City says flat rate package. And I don't know about you all, but I just now recently got a shipment of these in. I've had to wait for like months to get these in because they've been out of stock.
Yeah, there was at like one point over the holiday, or not over the holidays, like early in the lockdown, where it was like I had plenty, but I had no idea how long it would take. So I put in an order for like 3 separate orders for 200 of them or something like that. It took a month and a half or 2 months to get them, but I have probably enough to last me a year at this point.
I'll tell you what, I love the flat rate bubble mailers. I like the number 7 box. I love the 1095 and 1092 boxes. Those are my favorite. Will always be my favorite free shipping supplies. And these are going to Florida.
I should remember the names of those boxes. I know the shoebox one. I know the 1090. That's the big 13.8 one, right? And then, all right, where's this? There, San Francisco postcard. There we go. Boom. I like the little square one, the 8x8x8 too. Yay, I actually shipped an item on this video. Progress. They go fast from here, though. Next up, World War II.
What about that sticker where it's got a battery? I'll take it off.
Yeah, I really have been enjoying Lobster's streams as well. He's a funny guy. What's the name of the guy who's doing the weekly show with too? His I want to say Jason or something like that. I can't remember right offhand, but that guy.
I'm not really sure.
That guy is like straight up. There used to be this. He reminds me of this. There was a show on Discovery Channel. I want to say that was like East Maine Veteran was the name of the show or something like that. And it was like these guys in the middle of nowhere, Maine, who's like, reseller type stuff, but they were like, doing trading all over the place and just and every episode was sort of just like it was like the main version of barter economy system, and reminds me of that guy. Those guys. He's got the accent to boot.
How'd you get that louder?
I went to Mullet and they have in the mountains. Some guy gave it all over. Ben McCain. How did it come up?
Wow, no disaster.
You on time on it?
Nah, she didn't tell me when I had to back on. I said, well, she was getting ready to lay down to bed. And I was going to take care of Michael for a while. I don't care. Okay. I thought you was my wife telling me it's time to come home. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna run down to my truck and get a Pepsi one.
No, I'm good.
You done?
Red Beard Treasures, I gave you a thumbs up a while ago. Yes, the number 7 is a 12 by 12 by 8 box.
You're right, baby. Hopefully I don't slip and fall in the mud.
It is my go-to Frankenstein box. Whatever I have to do, that is an awesome box to do it with. Here's River, my 10-month-old boy.
Hi, River.
Just live on YouTube doing some shipping and selling and lifting.
Listing and selling and packing and shipping.
The daily life of a reseller, right?
Yeah, sorting. Drinking. Not really drinking. All right. Boom.
I swear, it feels like it's already like Saturday or Sunday already.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember, having such crazy like New Year's Day sales.
I'm gonna say today's been a good day for me as well. On sales.
It has.
Yeah.
It's been crazy for me. I shipped yesterday, and I did shipping cutoff at like almost 1 p.m. and I have 31 orders going out today, which is for a Friday is nuts.
Yeah, man, I just sold a DVD on eBay.
I mean, it hasn't been like I did sell a couple of Franklin Mint die-cast cars. Those were the star of the show today.
Oh man, I bought a buyout once before, and I got a Franklin Mint Harley Davidson motorcycle. And the box was never been put together. It's one of the assembly kits, and it had never been assembled or nothing like that. But the box was in like extremely rough condition. But I ended up getting like $150 out of that thing.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Somebody went on my buy came together basically. Somebody posted up on Facebook Marketplace like 2 days before Christmas. And they were like, they listed them. There's 28 of these cars. They're amazing. And I comped them, and like the first one that I comped was comped at $500. But then I started looking at the other ones, and they were all like $100, $150, $200. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a good deal, So I messaged her, and I'm like, how much do you just want for all of them? And she's like $700. And I'm like, I will send you $100 right now via PayPal if you take down the listing. And so I did, and picked it up a couple days later. I actually spent most of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day listing them. But I think after this last sale today, of the 28, one of them I couldn't sell. It was thrashed, but the rest of them were all pristine. I think I have 6 left after today. It was an amazing pickup. Yeah, if you keep an eye out, Franklin Mint and Danbury Mint, both of them really high.
Yeah, I sold a Danbury Mint King Griffey Jr. figurine that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace for $5 and sold it for like $85 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and they make such a wide range of collection stuff. Like,
Hey, dude, there's some really comfortable shoes.
All right.
Look at them up. It's downhill real quick.
Did you fall?
I almost hit quite a few times.
Yeah, there's some rough stuff.
It didn't help that I left. It didn't help that I left. Huh? But I left my phone here, so I didn't have no
Flashlight
to go see where I was walking. That's that right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
10, 6.
I went down there to get one pop, and it was such a hassle. You get one pop.
You brought 2.
I went ahead and brought 2 of them. And we'll make another trip down. Yeah, give me that.
They're easy.
Rubber holes on these.
Oh, wow.
Start to come on.
What they got down?
Birthday, I think.
September. Look like 3 years old.
I like my Hey Dude shoes.
I'm telling you, he was down the best. Wish they come down on price a little bit. But how you get?
To order the wrong size.
Yeah, just order the wrong size again, Michael.
Okay, yeah, I will.
That's one thing I need to get is a watch. I had a pair of earpods. Or AirPods, not earpods. Michael, I gained 6 subscribers, I believe.
There you go.
Let's see. Yep.
Man. All right, so the people in the chat, I've been doing something recently that has super duper helped my sales, and I suggest everyone steal this idea. For items that have been sticking in my store for a while, and this works best if you've got multiple watchers on it, I will raise my price 30 to 50%, then send offers to customers for my original price with no counter offers, and then set automatic send out offers. I would say probably about 50% of the time, the first offer that goes out, somebody will take it. So basically the idea is it looks like a higher discount on that's going out. Your customers don't memorize the prices of stuff they look at. So it looks like you're giving a big discount, and really you're just nudging them towards the sale.
Yeah. Yeah, since I've came live, which was 2 hours ago, I have 4 packages I've got to pull or save for another video, pre-recorded video, but I've sold $115.49.
Since you started, that's awesome.
But today's total has been $505.37.
Yeah. What am I at for today? I have no idea. I just stole the $10 patch since we went live, but
yeah,
I'm at 573.21, and
what's up, Mike?
150 of that is between those 2 cars.
Yeah,
but a lot of it is, it's a lot of sales, but not a ton of high volume. But man, any day, I don't care. Any day I can do $500, I'm happy.
Oh, absolutely.
San Francisco Bridge.
I know it does a lot of those cards and stuff.
Holy cow!
What's your average sale? Is it like postcards?
I do postcards, records. I do a lot of records. I have, a few of them going out today. Some Olivia Newton-John. This one I need to take new photos of. Carly Simon, Quadraphonic. Breakfast at Tiffany's soundtrack. There's a couple more I need to pull. So these, usually the wheelhouse on records is like $10-15 plus shipping.
Yeah.
But they sell, they can take a long time to sell, but they can also sell really fast. It just depends on your pricing. my pricing on this latest collection I picked up, since there's just so many of them, so much inventory, for the most part, has been, pretty aggressive, with the exception of some rare stuff that I had. There was one, it was the original LP soundtrack, came with a poster, the soundtrack to The Dark Crystal. I think that was the best one that sold so far, and that was like a $50 record plus shipping. But there's been some other ones that have done well. There's many copies of the soundtrack from Urban Cowboy, and that's like a $20 record. A whole bunch from Staying Alive soundtrack. It's another like $15-20. So, I mean, it's that the collection of this guy. I mean, he went to in his retirement, went to Goodwill pretty much every day of his retirement and just cherry picked. So, it's like 20 years of this guy going to Goodwill and getting the best of the best. So there's sealed records from the like 70s and 80s, multiple copies of like stuff that's valuable now. It wasn't, you could buy at Goodwill forever for $1. Whitney Houston records. I'm like a ton of Whitney Houston records, which is awesome. The Bing Crosby Christmas album, I have one of those going out today. I've sold out of that collection 10 copies of the same record. And give me a second. I'll show you the record because it's one that you should look out for.
So you can get some subscribers. Yeah. Not bad.
If I did, it surprised me.
Never know.
I know it's gonna be a lot of fun going to Bill.
All right. This record shows up everywhere. Okay, you can buy it most of the year right off eBay for $1, $2, $3. Find it in thrift shops. Find it like all year, right? From November to December, this record is like printing money, $20 bills. This is my 11th copy that I've sold since Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And all of it came from that one collection. I just stumbled on that this year. I will be spending my year and looking out everywhere I can and like just cornering the market on Bing Crosby Christmas. And that's this like the grease pencil thing from Goodwill. Easiest way to get that off. Sounds silly, but that's how guys who like collect pipes will shine their tobacco briar. They call it the nose oil. And then
So my brother-in-law, he's giving me a bunch of some guy gave him a bunch of fishing stuff and everything out there.
Yeah.
So he got out what he wanted. He said he's gonna give me the rest. He said there's a lot of real lures in there, stuff like that.
Lures? So big money.
So
Especially get those vintage lures.
but he said a lot of them are really old.
yeah, Bing Crosby records in general, like there's a handful of them that just sell all day long.
Yeah, that like I said, if I'd had the money for that one lot on them fishing poles and them reels and everything, I could make a killing on that.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch that video I sent you?
No, not yet.
Pretty crazy.
All right. It's like Lobster's is live.
Is he live?
He's live. You want to end it so we're not walking on him and go join on his?
Yeah. We'll get off here and go over and join his channel.
Cool.
I picked them up.
Yeah, Lobster's live.
Like,
Go over and check his channel out.
I mean,
He is going
he was going
Thrifty Lobster.
Thrifty Lobster. Yeah, he's live. So we're going to bounce out here, go over there and check out his channel.
Yeah,
He's
right here, right here, baby.
So, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Matt, you want to say anything before we leave?
Hold on, I should turn off my volume.
Sitting on milk crates and
Well, sorry.
You want to say anything before we leave? Bounce out of here?
No, thanks everyone. Thank you very much. Anytime. I will probably start firing up when I do shipping often as well.
Yeah, because I don't see very many people doing live shipping on YouTube. Everything's always pre-recorded. So
I agree.
So it helps out.
And yeah, I'll probably I probably will do stuff because I mean I do a fair amount of work, like go live in daytime as well when I'm doing pictures and stuff like that. So cool. Well, thanks, man. Yeah,
well,
let's have fun. Over to Lobster and see what's up with him.
Yeah, everybody jump over and join Lobster. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. You all rock. Smash the like button on this video. I greatly appreciate it. And press that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And do the same thing for Matt over at Jackass Retro. Thanks, everybody. Peace out.